Egypt in the Eyes of the World, and that is a cultural initiative about Egypt to promote tourism in coordination with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, of Tourism, and many other organizations. The initiative aims at highlighting the cultural aspects and treasures of Egypt in different languages. It stresses the rich combination of cultures that Egypt enjoys, and it targets new markets of tourism. Egypt has a thriving cultural tourism industry built on the country's complex history, multicultural population, and importance as a regional center. And we have joining us today Mr. Ahmed Ghanem, who's the founder of Egypt in the Eyes of the World, who is joining us today. Thank you so much, Mr.
Thank you
Ahmed.
very
Thank
much
you for joining us.
Thank you.
Let me start off with a question, of course, the classic. How did the idea come up of Egypt in the Eyes
Really,
of the
I don't
World?
remember because something's very. It's
How
a long
long
time
has
ago.
it been? A long
time.
it's been-
Yes.
About
of
how
course.
many years? When did you start?
So many years. I don't remember exactly, but it's a complicated idea. I thought about how to make the image Egypt abroad is better. I thought it's very easy to make the image of Egypt is better through the communities here in Egypt. In Egypt, we have communities from Italy, from France, from Greece. So we can organize with them conferences, seminars to speak about Egypt from the point of culture, because it's very important for me. So I discussed with some friends, Italians or Egyptian from Italy, or French people here in Egypt, or the community Française or the French community in Egypt. I found they take the idea in a very, very positive way, really.
Okay.
I was understand myself why foreigners like Egypt or see Egypt very, very positive point of view more than Egyptian. Really, it was very hard question for me.
Yep.
Till today, I didn't find the
answer?
No, I didn't find it. I tried to find it, but I don't know. Anyway, we organized many conferences with communities, foreigner communities in Egypt.
This was the next question. Who do you coordinate with? Do you also do it with other organizations? Are you in partner with other organizations, or who do you coordinate with?
I started to discuss the idea with culture, with the Italian Cultural Center here in Egypt.
Here in Egypt.
Yes,
Okay.
and also one of the most important schools, Italian. Can I mention its name?
No, but that's okay.
Okay,
I mean, the
it's
Italian
very,
school.
it's very important. No, it's international. It's international.
okay.
Yes, I tried to discuss with them the idea. I would like to organize a very important conference in Egypt. I discussed this point, as I told you before, with the Italian
Cultural Center here
Cultural
in
Center
Egypt.
in Egypt, in
Yep.
Zamalek. Yes.
Yes.
I found them like the idea. Really.
No, they were quite positive about it.
Yes, but I told them my project is not profit. I don't give money. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. We will organize.
They would sort of sponsor it.
No. I don't take any money from anybody, even Egyptian, even foreigner. But they like the idea.
Okay.
They told me it's very good. Also, I think if Egypt would like to be important center in the world, at least center in culture in the world, should make a positive role for the foreign communities in Egypt. It's very important. It's very important. In my opinion, communities in Egypt can make very important role to make Egypt play important role in cultural fields in the area. Because if I organize events with Italian community, for example, or French community, for sure the media or French media will cover it. Not local media. I speak about.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
It's very important, not just for culture, also for tourism, I think it's very important. But we should try to think out of the box, not traditional
Two
ideas.
different ideas.
It's very important.
And well, Mr. Ahmed, Egypt's cultural tourism trade has fluctuated a little bit since the 19th century, and increasing in the popularity alongside Egyptology as well.
Yes.
Most of the governments, the past governments, have placed great emphasis on the value of cultural tourism. And they're confident that no other countries would actually compete in that area. We were always confident about that fact. What is your insight?
It's very difficult to understand this point. Egypt, one of the most important countries in the world, has architects and monuments. In spite of being one of these important countries, cultural tourism not exist in Egypt. Really not exist in Egypt, as a culture at least.
How would you want it to appear? In what sense would you like it to be actually a true culture tourism, in your opinion?
I think I don't speak about cultural tourism for Ministry of Tourism or Ministry of Culture. No, I speak about people. My duty is people. It's very important.
As a person, what would you recommend? What would you suggest?
Media can play a very important role. Culture or Ministry of Culture can make an important role, and so on. But I'd like to discuss the idea. I would like to say how.
Do you have anything specific that you have, like that you want to implement?
I studied Egyptology, so I interested in Egyptology. I think Egyptology is very important for all Egyptians. Not just to be, it's not important all Egyptians will be specialized in Egyptology. It's not important, but at least to understand Egyptology, what does it speak about? It's important. It's important. So I discussed this point in many conferences and with many communities, but many communities in Egypt know Egyptology more than Egyptians. It's something I can't understand it really, and it's not good in my opinion. It's not good. Egyptology is very important for Egyptians to make people respect monuments, respect their roots, respect
of course.
Respect downtown, respect history, respect places. You can sell and you can buy, but respect your
Well then,
places.
how is your program, Egypt in the Eyes of the World, stressing this approach when you're going to the different international markets?
It depends on the country which I speak with them. Some countries are very, very interested with Egyptology more than other countries. For example, Germany interested very much in Egyptology. Also France, England, maybe. And many other countries, I cannot speak this point with them because they don't interest.
They're not interested at all.
Yes, in Egyptology, in history at all. So I don't like to stress just only about Egyptology. Egyptology is very important, but there's many other fields in culture also are important. It depends on the country. For example, when I speak with Italian, it's not, no, Egyptology, it's not the basic point to discuss the cultural relation between Egypt and Italy.
What do you specifically discuss then?
For example, Italy, because Italian are close from Egypt, custom traditions and something like that. So I think literature, cinema, theater is more suitable for Italian.
So you use different techniques to promote the cultural aspect?
Yes.
When you're approaching, when you're trying to approach the different international communities.
For example, when I organized before conference with Lebanon, Egypt in the Eyes of Lebanon. Was attended by the ambassador of Lebanon here in Egypt and many stars, cinema stars in Egypt, Lebanon's in Egypt. During this conference, we spoke much about press, about media, about literature, because there is coincidence, there's cooperation between Lebanon and Egypt in these fields more than other fields. If I organize something with Spain, for sure I cannot discuss the point of media, because there is no dealing in media between Spain and Egypt. It depends on the country what I speak about, because the audience, I think, my audience not here, my audience is abroad.
But are there Egyptian intellectuals in your program?
For
Or
sure.
is it just only...
No, no, they
Foreign-
should participate. No, they should participate.
So you do approach Egyptian intellectuals, and are they positive about it, or do you find no response, or...
In fact, very few.
Yeah.
Egyptian people, I don't know, I don't understand this point. Egyptian people don't interest much in culture.
How, in your opinion, do you think we can make them more interested in culture? What would you advise maybe the Ministry of Culture to do or implement? You as a person who has this initiative and is interested, what would you like the ministries to implement and to make the people more interested in their culture?
I think if Egyptian people know how foreigners like monuments, like architect in Egypt, I think they will respect it more. Also, media is very important. Media
Yep.
can make a very important role, in my opinion.
And so you think media is not focusing enough on the cultural
not
aspect?
not focusing at all. Sometimes, excuse me, it's my opinion. I speak about media general,
Yep.
press, television, media.
Yes, yeah.
Yes. For example, if I organize some events with foreign countries, I think it's important that Egyptian media focusing about it. It's important.
And the program has been present, I think you mentioned, in Spain, France, Romania, the Czech Republic, is that right? And among, of course, other countries. So is it just you just approach each of these countries? How do you go about it? Do you have other members with you,
No.
or just you
No,
go in
no, no,
person,
no.
or
I'll
how
tell
do you
you.
go
I'll
about
tell you.
to these embassies or
I tell
approach
you.
them?
I tell you. I would like to speak my message to the world, all the world, okay? But not all countries has the same mentality.
Of course. So you need to change with the approach with
Yeah.
every country.
Yes, I can, for many reasons, I can understand them, the French mentality and the Italian mentality for many reasons. But many other mentalities I don't understand
course,
well.
yeah.
But European people are, I think they are close, a little bit. So I would like to speak not just to Europe. I would like to speak in Spain. I would like to speak in America, Latin America. It's
Yes,
very important. I understand this question, but I would like to say
No,
something
actually, are
very
you
important.
approaching Latin America? That was what I was going to ask you.
Yes, I would like to organize some events with Latin America, but till today I didn't make any events with Latin America because I don't understand their culture. But I think if Ministry of Culture or media in Egypt will focus some events, I think it will be good. But in future, I think.
So
it's
you're
very-
thinking about approaching Latin
Yes.
America.
Till today, I organized events with countries which I can deal with them, which I can speak their language. So the most important conferences till today were with Italy,
Yes.
France.
So I can see you're more comfortable. What has been more achieved is with the Italian and the French, basically. What has been achieved so far with the Italian market? Anything substantial you can tell us that has actually happened as a result of
Italian market.
Yes.
I don't understand this point. I'm not a commercial person.
No, with your initiative and you're approaching the different embassies, and you've approached more, as you're saying, the Italian embassy, the Italian Culture Center. Has there any outcome has happened that you can tell us about as a result of your work? I mean, as a result of approaching them
Anyway,
and doing your
anyway,
initiative.
Anyway, cultural exchange, for sure, of course, will make very, very, very positive results for Egypt.
Well,
not just in tourism, also in culture. My issue, I would like to make Egypt, from my project, play more important role, more important cultural role in the area. I think it's possible, but if Egyptian people like to do, I speak about Egyptian people.
Yep.
I would like to speak about Egyptian people, Egyptian government, Egyptian responsibles. I think it will be hope, not just to say I hope. No. They must take decision.
Yep.
Right decision, correct decision, not very old, not stupid decisions. I'm sorry, not stupid decisions.
Well,
Egypt fighting terrorism on the screen, it's wrong.
Ah.
You understand me, I think. Egypt fighting terrorism on the screen, it's very, very stupid decision. How you speak about tourism and you lie and you...
Mr. Ahmed, we're really sorry, we're running out of time,
Okay.
and we'd like to thank so much Mr. Ahmed Ghanem, the founder of Egypt in the eyes of the world. We're going to move and take a listen to Tahya Masr, a song by Anushka. Let's go.